Because we're talking about something that's Okay. Ghost friends having conversation.
Oh my god.
Stick figures breakdancing on top of gravestones. If I was a ghost, I would just be sitting on my own gravestone forever doing this.
James and Robert, I bet. Look at those fuckers.
I like how respectful she is too. Look at these fuckers shooting the shit. Just two drunk people opening up a stick figure app on their phone. Oh my god, there's a ghost here. Separated into 3 groups at Lichworth, when all 3 terms were used in a clinical setting for psychological classifications and were defined with a well-defined set of limitations and abilities. These are the 3 group of sectors that go as followed. Idiots, okay, which was the mental capacity will never exceed that of a 2-year-old. That's apparently the definition of an idiot. Imbecile, between idiot and maximum mental capacity of a 7-year-old, and a moron, somewhere above imbecile, but will not exceed the mental capacity of a 12-year-old. And these were used by doctors too. Well, Bryce over here, he's an imbecile. Well, Greg, you're not going home because you're a moron. You have like a clipboard. Let me look through the manila folder here. You're a whack job. That's the medical terms at Harvard. You will not be seeing your family ever again. Have fun. Also, someone's going to be giving a series of vaccines to you even though you're not sick. So that's going to be good for you. Which in turn made a need for ways to transport the bodies. A death chute. How do you commission that? How do you have a contractor come in? So we're needing a tube for these nutcases. Oh, you guys are, I thought you was only idiots here. No. We got tons of wackos and nut jobs. So having a child outside of wedlock was a suitable reason to be admitted as insane. Think about that. I would say the majority of pregnancies I ever hear about are accidents, right? Just trying to have a good time. All of a sudden you have a baby. Now you're insane. Which to me, this translates to a bunch of rich people fucking around on the side with their mistresses, whatever. They get pregnant, then they're like, your kid's here, and they're just like, you're crazy! Take her up to the loony bin, and they give him like 15 quid. They give him 15 pounds and send her up fucking to the Essex stay, eh? Hey, I put some goopies in a minge. Send her up to Severals, would you? And hey, here's an ice pick along the way. I feel like that's actually, it's a much darker time, but I do feel like that unironically happened probably. A lot. Others were said to be kept with ropes around their necks and led around like animals. It just feels like power trip type stuff. Feels like a bunch of fake doctors coming in, getting their fucking ego stroked and being able to like humiliate and like feel all powerful and stuff in these situations. Some guy walks in and they're like, he can roll over and he can shake my hand. You know what I mean? Acting like they're fucking dogs in there. We should probably stop sending these people checks, I would imagine. And his mother eventually died in his arms from starvation. This is a comedy video. He fled to America at age 16 to live with his estranged father, eventually taking up painting and creating a Russian identity to escape persecution, deciding on the name Arshile Gorky. Oh, I want a Russian identity. Arshile Gorky, please. What? I thought the generic Russian name was like Nikolai.
Nikolai Despolpovich, huh? Vladimir Polshka, yeah.
Arshile Gorky? It was also discovered that the doll's hair was 100% real. Okay. The Letta doll, not gonna lie, pretty haunting looking. This looks like any lesbian New York stand-up comic I've seen in the past 10 years. Can I just put that out there? Can I be so bold to put that out there? Letta looks like a New York lesbian stand-up comic. That or Adam Friedland, I can't tell. Being in close proximity to the doll has led many witnesses to scream, vomit, and pass out. Sincerely, Mary E.
Terrence contacted me later that month with the news that his wife had killed herself.
Oh no. That's like a comedic timing beat. Just after all of that. And then pretty much she totally blew her brains out.
Stumps.avi. 5-minute long video where a man with no legs is attempting to breakdance on a DDR mat in what looks like... I'm sorry, Hunter, is something funny?
Yeah.
Is there something you want to bring up?
Well, the structure of that, a 5-minute long video where a man with no legs is attempting to breakdance.
The phrase, the word attempting is pretty funny. Like
they're literally, it's just the word putting attempting in there that makes it very funny and tragic.
What's funny about a disability, Hunter?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing,
That's a
sorry. She saw that her car was damaged beyond repair. If you look at the photos here, it is absolutely f***ed.
You can buff that out.
Yeah, you take it to the shop, they're just like, this is something I think we can save. We can probably restore this. During this time, a woman driving past the property was shot at 6 times by the guy, the stalker, who believed the driver was Miranda Cosgrove. Miranda! She's like a girl in a Prius. It's the ending of Invasion Body Snatchers. That kind of thing. Just some girl in a Prius. The woman was not harmed and later met the actress at a charity event and told her what had happened. Wow. Hey, I was shot at by your stalker. She's like, what?
I want to know the time frame too. It's like-
I feel like you gotta preface that before you come up. You know what I mean? If you're just like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. She's just like, your stalker shot at me. I'm totally fine. Because to me, that's like, you got a mental damage. And she's just like, by the way, he told me to send his regards. She's like, what? Pulls out like a fight. But it's still fun to say, needless, whatever. Perelos of Athens was a sculptor, and he made the brazen bull as a way to execute criminals. Remember, we've talked about this part. The guy who sculpted the brazen bull was inevitably put into it and killed him. That is insane. According to legend, Perelos was the first to be roasted in the brazen bull. Not only was he killed by it, he was the first. That is a bad turnaround for a commission. Well, imagine sculpting this and they're just like, all right, get on in there. It's like, nah, I'm okay. They're like, no, seriously, get in the bowl. A bit boastful and proud while explaining the torture device's functions, Perelos thought he may receive an award for his invention. Instead, this angered and disgusted Phalaris, and he tricked Perelos inside the bowl. That seems rude. Well, we had one, and then my grandpa, who had a stroke, he would sit in this electric wheelchair. His fucking mouth would be open and his eye is blind in one eye. And he fucking shot the dog in the head, and that was really traumatizing.
Like on accident?
Yeah. Well, I would assume so. I mean, the man, I don't know why he had a gun in his hand. I was too young to really process that this was a horrible thing, but no. Also, trigger warning, dog death.
A little late for that. Hold on. Were you there?
Yeah, I was right next to the dog.
How old were you?
I was probably 7.
You were 7 years old, sitting next to your beloved hunting dog, and your grandfather, what'd you say?
My grandpa.
Your grandpa just blew its brains out right next to you.
Yeah, well, it shot him in the head, yeah.
Did it? Okay.
I mean, I'm just letting you know what happened. I was just wondering.
That's a lot. Okay.
I mean, it was a traumatic thing.
Like, yeah, I had a hunting dog, but you're like, when I was 7, my grandpa. Wait, so did he shoot it on purpose, or what?
No,
did he just
I don't
have
think
a gun in his? He was just holding a gun in his wheelchair as he was like disabled from a stroke. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it might as well have been you that got shot. It was just like an accident.
Could have very easily happened. Let me just tell you that. Could have happened. It was sad. I feel like this is going to just bum everybody out. We should probably just not even include that.
Not to get too graphic into it, but what kind of gun was he holding? Because it's more insane if the guy who like can't move half his body has like a 12 gauge.
He had a deer rifle. Come on, man.
So he can't move half his body, but he's in an electric wheelchair with like a full scoped like bolt action rifle across his leg.
Yeah.
He can't even lift that. Why? Why does he have that?
A man has pride. At least that's what they told him.
Were you guys at like a range or something, or was this just at the house?
It was like a plot of land.
Okay, and people were shooting guns.
Yeah, well, people were hunting the pheasant and stuff, and like probably like random shit too. Like, I mean, rabbits or whatever, or just even just shooting at like trees and shit.
Because in my mind, you're in like the living room. And he's like, I ain't putting it down.
No.
Got a chambered, loaded rifle, finger on the trigger in the house. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Man, that's rough. Okay. Anyway.
I'm bringing my mom into this.
You're bringing your mom into this? What do you mean you're bringing your mom into this?
I'm letting you know right now.
Sure.
Hello?
Hello?
Mom?
Yes.
Isaiah is making fun of Grandpa Ernest and how he shot our dog Roger. Can you tell him that it wasn't as that big of a deal?
Let me think. Yeah, it was a huge deal. I feel like you almost got shot.
No. he was fine. Just what? I mean, it wasn't. What happened to him after the fact? Ernest.
Hang on 1 second.
Well, this is not going as planned.
Okay, sorry, I'm at work. What'd you say?
What happened to Grandpa Ernest after that?
Oh, we put his ass in a home.
Because he almost shot? Because he shot the dog?
Yeah, he's done.
He's done?
Yeah, he's done.
How many years did... I know he's... I mean, this is when I was like 7, but how...
Yeah.
Did he die in the nursing home, or did you guys at least take him out?
I think we took him out like once, but yeah, he ended up dying there.
Well, this is a tragically sad story.
It is sad. And, you know, I just say don't shoot your animals.
Well, I thought it was an accident. Was it not an accident?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, this is completely taken a left turn.
You were young. You didn't know.
Okay.
You didn't know.
All right. Well, this is backfired completely. I love you. This memory is completely ruined. I thought it was an accident. It was on purpose.
You've been trying to downplay it the whole episode. Your grandfather shot that dog on purpose.
I did.
And he got thrown in a home where he died. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not funny. It's funny how you like remembered none of it. And it's way more tragic.
I didn't know he was such a monster.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know.
Oh.
That could not have gone any. Editor, you cut that out right now.
You leave all of that in.
You cut that out. Do not leave that in.
And in 1918, though, Francis was killed while driving a Stanley Steamer automobile. He drove his car into a wood pile after attempting to avoid farm wagons traveling side by side on the road. I started laughing there, but it was just because it's kind of goofy. And I picture like old-timey sounds like... He's like... Get your wagons out of the way! What? Like with their horses?
You think he's going 127?
I don't... Yeah. I bet you he was going 35 miles an hour and still he was like... Ah! Speed wobbles. No!
Measurements to see exactly how much he's grown.
Something funny, Hunter?
What's the rating? Your baby just instant transmission out of your uterus. Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to say this, but we've lost your baby. He's like, what? He's in my body.
What do you mean you lost it?
Well,
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but we seem to have lost your baby. That is really funny. Wow, it's a good comedic beat. I like that. Causing Kim to go flying headfirst into the tires.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Is something funny?
I bet you that f***ing kid actor actually like fell in there and they're like, grab him! And then they went in and cut it. You put the dummy in there, which lesson 1, don't play on trucks, I think is what they're trying to say. Don't be jumping on moving vehicles, okay? They're always playing. So we have no idea the lapse of time between them. So it almost reads as either the first day or just the next day. And they just don't care. No one cares. But a day or two passes and the kids are back on the farm again. This time playing kick the can and hide and go seek. I've played hide and seek, but the kick the can part was very odd. It did make me feel, I was like, this is like an old European thing, okay? Because here in America, we just close our eyes. We don't have to kick a can. Watching the kids run around and they keep focusing in, they're doing a really good job by holding the suspense, but you just know, you're like, oh, yep, there's gonna be a scythe that comes down and hits the girl in the neck, or, oh, I bet that bull's gonna kick that kid in half. We finally get to death number 2. Tom is being chased by Danny, and whoops, Tom slips in the slurry pit, aka it's just a pit full of cow shit, and he drowns. I hate that shot when they show the kid looking like this, because it makes me think, I'm like, oh, he knows he's in there and he's not saying anything. Ah! And then he just drowns immediately. You're dead, especially in shit water. That's all poop. It's a slurry pit.
Which I want to say, Danny looking off was very suspicious. By this one, you can kind of tell too, he's kind of the leader of the group. He's kind of our main guy. Lesson 2, don't play near pits of hell and shit. I guess this one could also be water.
I think it's specifically the slurry pits, because that was like a big problem.
Oh, so it's okay. So this one is just for the time, they're just like, these kids, goddamn. We're having to scour and scuba dive down these slurry pits, find all these pale beauties.
A decade or so later, they had to tell farmers to cover up their slurry pits. It was that bad.
That many British children were falling into slurry pits where they're just like, I hate to do this to everyone, but we're just gonna have to throw a net over all of it. You know what I mean? Oh! We move on to death number 3. Which more time passes, once again, could be 30 minutes, could be a day, not enough time. We know that the kids are back on the farm again, and boy oh boy are they playing. This time, the kids all huddle around each other and pour a mysterious liquid from a bottle they found in the barn. And there is, I'm pretty sure, a part where one of the British kids says something like, a little bit of firewater from the white face.
In celebration of our victory, we will drink the white man's firewater.
Because they're playing Apaches. Even when I heard that, I was like... No, the smart ones of the group just pretend to drink the poison, but Sharon actually takes a drink from this non-labeled cup. I thought the acting here was kind of good because she like took a sip of it and she's like,
You alright, Sharon? Yeah, I think so.
Are you okay, Sharon? Mm-hmm. But later that night, we see Sharon go into a house. We cut, it's nighttime, and then it's just horrible, horrible child screaming. The kids go back to playing without any time to mourn once again, and we're gonna beat that to death. I cannot tell you, this is a no-fat 20 minutes, okay? There's no room for emotion. This is just telling you how it is.
Hey, you guys are off top! Shut up, saphead! Ready? Ready. 1, 2, 3. Freeze! Come on, look out! Ah!
I love how every time a child dies, it has to be Danny doing. Also, in my mind, I was like, if I was that, I wouldn't die from that. Death number 5. At this point, there are only 2 kids left to play Apaches. And let me tell you, it's a somber scene on top of the hill. You guys are really still gonna play the fucking game after all your friends have died this week? You know what I mean? Danny goes up this hill and he's talking to some of the old blokes at the top of the hill. And he gets on a tractor, the guy's like, be careful. And he's like, yeah, piss off. Immediately releases the brakes. I mean, almost instantaneously. This is probably the funniest death just because the tractor is going so slow. You're screaming at the movie the entire time, jump off. For the love of God, Danny, jump off. Your name is Geronimo, jump off. It's so slow. Even the guys that turn around, they're confused. They're just like, jump off. Help! There's just something about a small British child being like, ah! And then just like seeing like a dummy with like, they like tape or glue the hands to the steering wheel and it's just like going down a hill. They barely hold a fucking beat before they show his mom just sitting in his room like, it's the first time that we see any emotion from anybody of someone being like, this was his room. The lessons, of course, is being stay off heavy machinery. Right? The film ends with only 1 child surviving, which is Michael. I was surprised he was kind of the most, you know. But Danny mentioned earlier in the film that his parents were preparing for a party because they're in between. He's just like, oh, I don't understand why adults like parties. Turns out it was all, that was future stuff and that they were preparing for Danny's, what do you call after a funeral? Wake? Whatever, his after funeral party. It's so crazy because they're all sitting there and they're like, they do not look like they could give any fucks at all. They're like, oh, you're gonna pass the corn? Pretty nice day today, right? That's it. And then while this awkward clattering of plates happens, they show a list of all of the kids in Britain who have died like that year from all of these things. A lot of explosions. A haunting amount of explosions. Okay? People being crushed, drowned, it leaves a weird taste in your mouth, okay? Especially after you're just like, well, that's Apaches. Thanks, British government.
I wish I would have saw that as a kid. I feel like that would have fucked me up good.
In conclusion, scaring kids to get them to learn lessons is very valuable and funny, and I think we should continue to do it. I think scaring children is one of the funnest things to do. See you next time. No.
Thanks, Hunter. I'm glad that's funny.
It got me good.
Okay.
Allison is taking a shower and then she just fucking screams. This is like 7 in the morning. Screams. Blood-curdling scream. I'm like sick and frightened. She comes running out and she's like, why the would you look in on me? Jump scare me like that. She thought I was like looking at her through the shower trying to scare her. And I was like, dude, I'm looking at my fat ass like laying on this bed. I'm like, I've been here watching American Dad. She says, and I quote, there was a man looking at me through the steamed glass, hands up on the glass looking in on her. And she's like, it was crystal clear as day. But the only thing that she said was different was that she's like, I could have swore he had like black hair. I don't think it was the same, she's seeing aberrations of the man who cursed us, but I do think like some spooky shit's going on. I love it too, just like some Boston blue collar guy just being like, yeah,
hi,
hey Frank, yeah, it's Paul. Yeah, man, I'm seeing all kinds of weird shit down here. Like, it's really old. Like, the stick men drawn on the walls with all kinds of weird, and there's diapers. There's tons of diapers. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep working and not really give a shit. So I'll let you know when we're done. We're getting ready to break for lunch. Just letting you know, I did find an army of beetles. It's like beetle people. I don't know how else to describe it. They're like insect men. I really don't know how else to say it. So we're probably just gonna plow on through and see what we can do. But I got Subway in my car. I got a cold cut combo, so I gotta get down to that, and I'll let you know. See you later.
For safety's sake, we're gonna avoid the tunnel until I hear back from you. All right, bye now.
Love Paul. I like Paul. I love Paul because Paul says this. Yeah, I came down and that blocked in tunnel. Yeah, it's clear. And like an electrician came in and strung up lights. People thought that they saw something and they thought they saw a deer, which I thought that was weird. Is a deer supposed to string up the lights in the tunnel? But it turned out it was just a tall guy. So it's like, how'd you get that confused with one another? Nah, it's a 9-foot tall man walking around the woods.
Look, pal, if you're hiring some tall guy to come in here and pull our job, buddy, we're in the union. All right, Frank, you better.
Frank, you are pushing my buttons. First the bug people, and now you have a human ladder putting up lights. All right? Need you to let us know, because this is our contract.
In fact, we had to carry him back to his car when he was done. Also, we found some really old shit down there. We got a guy on the crew who used to do archaeology work or whatever.
What?
I do find that line funny. I know.
We found a Mesopotamian pyramid down here, Frank. And one of the guys on the crew, he's dug a couple of these up before too.
Archaeological work. And, it's like you used to work in retail. Like it's exactly. Just a common thing every crew has.
I'm just saying he's dug up some of these pyramids before, and he says that this is kind of old, Frank. He said that he's seen these gargoyle statues before, and we keep reading them. We keep trying to read the names out loud, but we keep going blind when we read it. So I don't know what's happening down here, but if you could give me a call. I also like how just nonchalant he is too. He's like, man, Frank, I'm telling you, there's a lot of crazy shit down here.
Frank, there's a lot going on, Frank. I
think it's a bit serendipitous because we did offer the Mongolian fried chicken to the guy you sent out, but he didn't eat it, and he's sick as a dog too. So now I'm wondering what the hell's even happening.
Now I'm thinking, okay, it's probably something else entirely. Potentially the beetle people.
Yeah, it could be the beetle people because we had to rule out the tall guy because it ended up just being 3 clowns on top of each other's shoulders in a large trench coat. So that can't be them. All right, Frank. Call me back when you can.
It turned out to be 3 clowns. Go ahead.
It's just funny. Just funny story that all of our food's rotten, Frank. They said sushi wouldn't go bad after a couple days, but it simply has. We went to Miyamoto Sushi. We got the blackjack roll. You know that one, Frank? I got some fried wontons too, but those didn't last either. The cabbage is spoiled. Just saying, next time you get sushi for you guys, eat it same day, Frank. You've been warned. Luckily, the man lurking around in the tree line has been cooking Totino's party pizzas for us, Frank, so we should be all right.
It turns out the clowns have Stalking Tostitos, so they've been helping us out.
The clowns have been giving us cream pies and Totino's party pizzas and confetti cupcakes, so we should be okay. Onwards and upwards, Frank.
Call you back, Frank.
Yeah, call me back sometime. Miss you, buddy. This enraged the woman, as she decided to enact her revenge by tampering with his account. At one point in their relationship, she had gotten his login credentials, and she used this to log in and quickly delete the character he had been playing for years. When the man realized she had tampered with his account, he called the police. They took this very seriously and arresting her on charges of illegally accessing a computer and manipulating electronic data. She was even detained and held 620 miles away from her home. That's so specific. What the f?
They flew her.
They put her in the like Hannibal Lecter mask and like flew her ass into a different country.
And that's thousands of eyes. It starts to reveal its true shape. That's why only certain people can experience hyperspace and can only see the extra dimensions. Because if you see it for what it is, you start to see what these creatures inside of it really are. We only perceive them in 3 dimensions, but as you fall into the extra dimensions, you can see their true states. The angels appeared to man as 3D objects because that is what humanity was used to. And then a special gene showed up back in history that allowed people to perceive more dimensions. What was that special gene? The creatures of higher dimensions, the angels coming down and creating Nephilim that can perceive these extra dimensions. When these extra dimensions are seen, these fallen angels, these demons are shown as the creatures they really are. Beings of millions of eyes screaming, turning in on themselves as big as mountains. But most people can only discern them as 3-dimensional objects because that's all their mind can comprehend. But because these demons have worked their way into technology and can communicate and be seen through it, if you see technology for what it is, you see the demons for what they are. You see God behind the veil.
I was gonna say you could take your gun and shoot yourself in the leg.
All right, well that was a little much, I think. But
2 men once planned to kill and castrate Justin Bieber. I feel like you could probably leave out the castration. I'm not saying to kill. I'm just saying if you're gonna do one of those things, like it's Newton's cradle, but it's just 12-year-old Justin Bieber's balls. Because of this, he reached out to a personal trainer at his gym about helping him find someone to kill his wife. Hey man, you coming in today? Yeah, I'm gonna get my pump in. Hey, do you know anybody who can kill my wife? Sure do. Yes, sir. Yes, I do. The trainer pretended to find the perfect man for the job, but secretly tipped off the police instead. Hey man, you look like a freak. Thanks, Tim. Do you know anybody who can kill my wife? Yeah, man, definitely. If there's a guy gonna kill his wife soon, you know, like, what the fuck was he thinking?
I don't think I need to tell you the name that was on her slip.
Can you imagine your slip says like Turnk or something like that?
Turk?
You get a girl named Turk Brownie.
Is that like the word trunk rearranged?
No, I'm so tired. Okay. I'm so tired that in my mind while you were reading, all I thought it was Turk. I started laughing. Turk Brownie.
You want to know the best thing? I typed in Turk to see if that's saying anything, and this was the first image that appeared. It's apparently some YouTube channel.
This is instead of a name, it's just this image on the slip. What am I supposed to do with this? Oh man, Mike, lucky you got turned.
You got turned. That's what she looks like. I'm so sleepy.
I am too, God.
This is going to be completely insufferable to everyone.
I know. I'm sorry.
Just randomly Turk.
We're going to get a lot of Turk today, dude.
It's a Turk kind of day.
Mom, Dad, I want you to meet Turk. She doesn't speak human language. She speaks turtle. What'd you do last weekend, Hunter? Well, I went down to Victoria's Secret and got turned some bras and panties, trying to spice it up in the bedroom.
I like how the joke is just normal wife interactions, but the name is Turk.
Well, yeah, because how the fuck? I mean, like, well, we wanted to invite you and Turk over for a barbecue tomorrow. You're like, I don't know. Actually, at this point too, I did say that she spoke turtle, so she is an anomaly, and she is that profile picture face. So she is like she's a bit of a monster. But she's the love of my life. So please don't fucking talk ill of her.
Of course, I would never, Mr.
Thank
Brownie.
Thank you.
Oh.
Going down to the courthouse and changing my name today. We're all pretty excited about it.
And would continuously lie about Gypsy's age to keep her younger than what she actually was. The celebrity meetups, the trips to Disney and all that stuff, which of course, dude, of course Dee was a Disney adult. Of course. You better watch those fucking kids in wheelchairs. And I hate to even say that because I don't want to put that bad omen on anybody, but those Disney adults, you got to keep an eye on them for real. But while we were going through these things and after it was done, I had probably one of the most uncomfortable conversations of my life. And I was trapped. I mean, trapped.
In a black hole. This is an
And
SCP.
I want to say, I was fucking pissed off that you guys did not try to interject at all to help me.
Well, not only that, I started it because he went up to me first. He's like, I heard you have a podcast.
He does. And I was like, because those are the friends I have. A bald bearded bitch and a weird squirmy Italian. Those are the two fucking, those are my guys. Thank you.
Somebody was telling me you have a podcast on horror.
He does.
Huh? Who here has the horror podcast? Which I don't know. Where the f did that come from?
I don't know. Someone just, someone.
This man, fuck you, dude. Let me just go through this. I was talking to this guy, and he was asking me some stuff, which I don't mind talking with people or whatever, but this man was like ranting to me, ranting and raving.
Frankenstein, for example, is to me an expression of all of our society, right?
I think he had... I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff of all this weird philosophical shit.
It's interesting that we think that horror is anything compared to killing 6 million Jews and 60 million.
Yeah.
The next 60 million people died out of World War II.
Yeah.
Right? How many do you attribute to Hitler?
Pretty sure you got into race theory a little bit.
With the 12th Imam, so between the Muslims and the Christians, they're going to fucking wipe out the entire earth, right?
What does horror mean? And he was talking about like the end times and
nuclear holocaust, right? Well, how many people are worried about that? Then you got, we're all going to drown in our own filth, right? The pollution of the environment.
Basically like some atheist stuff. It was just like a lot. It was a lot. We haven't even eaten anything yet. And I'm like, I'm lacking a severe amount of alcohol to like play along with this man dressed up in like steampunk attire talking about stuff. And I got the whole, I think we recorded the whole thing.
I think I stopped for like 5 minutes and then I kept going. But yeah,
I was probably standing there for, how long do you think I was standing there?
Well, Brooke started counting and on her timer, I think 20 minutes. But before that, I think you were there for 10. So
I think I was there for half an hour, which in the grand scheme of you sitting here, even watching this video, isn't a long time, but trapped. It felt like an eternity because I kept being like, oh yeah, you're trying to politely kind of like be like, okay, cool, it was nice meeting you.
The fucking sun is going to flare up. First of all, cook us to a crisp, bingo, and then go out and be nothing but deep freeze forever. Right?
Yeah, it's fun thoughts to think about. Yeah. And he's like, I don't know. Do you fear the devil? Do you fear what God has to offer? Because if anything, Christ is more, I would say, more evil than the devil. I have no idea how to answer this question, and I just don't care.
Well, your face said it all. You're just like...
I was so tired. We were walking around a lot, whatever, but it was also just like drained. I was drained, Nick. I was trying to be respectful, but at the same time, I was just like...
I picked up my plane and decided to stash it in my bedroom. Didn't want to give my dad any excuse to flip out tonight. Out of sight, out of mind. This is like so far just very tragic. Just a very sad scenario. I feel like
this seems like this is legitimately most nights at my house growing up. I feel like was it's just doing a thing of being like, hey, how was your day? Oh, spin me up and let me go. It's like a loose cannon, emotionally immature dad is kind of what this reminds me of.
It's funny because I was about to be like, yeah, I've heard from people who have had abusive households.
I mean, I've never seen my dad. Also, at first, I thought the kid was gonna be like, "Dad, what about broken glass shards from like if you smash the bottle?"
It would go everywhere, and you'd be drinking it. Yeah,
it's like cutting up his throat and shit. It's smooth. Just coughing up blood. Dad, you a good boy?
You a good boy for mom?
Blood, sweating blood. You a good boy for mom? When you said the paper I was reading today, big man?
Can you read yet? Can you do that?
Dad truly has become scary, hasn't he?
There's certainly something wrong with him.
There's something wrong with Pep. At a Starbucks in Alabama, dude. At a Starbucks in Alabama, workers were going about their day when Tammy Gardner pulled up to the window with her pet oddest monkey in the car. Okay, first off, I'm not giving a fucking pup cup to a monkey. If somebody was just like, "Hey, can I get a pup cup for Chim Chim here?" And the monkey's just like, I would be like, park the car and leave the fucking windows rolled up and come inside and get the pup cup, dude. Before the window worker could react, the monkey jumped onto the employee and began attacking them. The monkey bit their hands and nearly took their eyes out before other employees were able to pry the monkey off the coworker and throw it back into Tammy's car. Get it out of there! Tammy's like, "Oh, throw him to me!" How are you taking your monkey to Starbucks and then also being like, can we get this little guy a pup cup?
A little monk cup?
We want a monk cup. Both Tammy and the monkey sped off before. Okay, we don't need to see and the monkey. It's like Speed Racer or whatever. Both Tammy and the monkey sped off before later returning and asking if the employee was all right. Oh, that's so. Was the monkey there too?
Yeah, Chim, sorry.
We don't know why he did it. Do you know why he did it, Chim? He's just like in the passenger seat, just does a little dance. As a result of this attack, Starbucks banned all primates from entering their drive-thrus. What? How is that not a rule already?
Aren't we primates?
All right, hold on. Okay, dude, fuck off. That was the cringiest. If it was a 7th grade science class, I'd punch you right in the fucking face. Ban all primates. Aren't we primates? Evolution, anyone? I think they have to actually come out though and be like, "So I'm actually moving forward. All monkeys are to no longer be getting iced chai lattes. I will be taking questions now." Tammy was cited for 2 city violations, forcing her to pay $50 and to make sure her monkey remained on her. That is not punishment enough. If a fucking beagle bites a kid, the beagle's put down immediately. If a fucking monkey Tarzan's its way inside a Starbucks, is biting you and tries gouging your eyes out, put the little motherfucker down, dude.
Yeah, I would.
Can you take how the do you can just own a monkey?
My grandma used to own a monkey.
Bruh. Why?
I don't know. She really liked it. But she had to get rid of it when she had kids because they.
I wonder why. Did your grandma fuck the monkey?
No.
You said that in such a. He did this.
No.
Akasha entered a Kohl's alongside her mother as they were opening the doors for Black Friday. Another woman attempted to ram through them to get inside faster. As Akasha attempted to protect her mother, the woman began to scream in her face. At this exact moment, a random man began attacking Akasha, another woman completely separate from the confrontation. Not only was Akasha struck and had parts of her hair ripped off, but the man shoved his hand into her mouth and tore 3 of her teeth out of their sockets, breaking her jaw, and she was pushed to the ground. Do you know how fucking hard you'd have to pull down on someone's face to do? Like, imagine actually like trying to rip a tooth out of your mouth.
She also got charged by 3 people.
This is Kohl's. What are you gonna get? What the hell are you gonna get in Kohl's that's worth that much?
Jeans.
Okay, I did forget about the Kohl's jeans. Okay, never mind. No, that's true. It was reported that the assailant simply stood up after the attack and began shopping at Kohl's like nothing had happened. And the staff did nothing to help the poor woman. What is wrong with this world? My God! The police were eventually called, but according to Akasha, there was a sharp change in tone when the officer realized that she was a transgendered woman. And he was dismissive to the witness and ultimately reported that the assailant defended himself and that she was put in her place. Oh my God. Even though the man was still in the store, there was no effort to review surveillance footage. In the end, Akasha spent $6,000 on medical bills, including surgery for her teeth and jaw. The damaged teeth couldn't be saved. Now, we need to make a positive video at some point on this channel. I don't know if I can keep reading all of the atrocities that are going on. It is becoming mentally taxing. That is one of the saddest things I've ever read in my life, dude. My God, that would fuck me up so much. It's like the shampoo thing. Or like a shirt. I thought it was a cool shirt. Like a nice shirt. I'm like, oh, that's nice. You get in the mail. Ring doorbell camera. He's like, I'd never wear that shirt. I would never have the confidence to wear that shirt.
I think the only thing if it's like something sexual, like for example, if I had like extra small condoms in my package and he didn't take those, I'd be like, of course they wouldn't fit him.
It always goes to like, it has to be something like that. Anything else is fine, but it's like as long you always think in the sexual manner, don't you?
Yeah.
God. First off, if you had the thief come back and like, dude, I'm sorry, I think I'd be like, it's no problem.
Yeah, I give him a 20.
To fucking no, we're not gonna pay him. I'm not gonna pay him for stealing the thing. But I wouldn't be like I wouldn't scold him. If anything, I'd be like, I think this is a sign for both of us. I gotta move on, and you need to quit grabbing people's stuff off their porches. Okay. Right?
Everyone was like, not him. Lips aren't big enough.
It's true. It is. I will say that was freaky. For people that don't know, Isaiah's Twitter account got hacked, and the guy made like a deep fake video, or not even. It's just like an AI generated video.
No. That was me. That was me. That was a video I took because I thought the scam was that I was talking to Twitter's verification team, and that there was an attempt to my account, and I was dumb and fell for it. So I made the video to like certify the account or whatever. But then after they stole the account, they're like, hey, it's a crypto thing.
So wait, the video you recorded was you promoting a cryptocurrency?
No. Let me back up.
Yeah, because you have, okay, yeah, please tell me.
Okay. So I get a phone call where someone claims to be with like Twitter or X's or whatever sport and safety team, and then they send me emails to verify like the case is opened or whatever that are from twitter.com. It's like support/twitter.com. And I look up the URL and it's like, it was legit a few years ago back when X was Twitter, but now that it's rebranded, I guess people can just like spoof the email or someone's bought the domain or something like that for twitter.com or whatever. So it all came from like twitter.com, and they already had information like phone number, account, email tied, stuff like that. And they sent like a portal to like verify login through. So I go through, everything looks like X, and they're like, we need to verify identity. And when I signed up for the blue check mark, they had the thing where it's like, oh, a picture of yourself. And like, I've got my account back from other websites before where you have to send a video of yourself. And they're like, yeah, I was on the phone with this supposed tech guy. I was like, yeah, just send a video of yourself with your name, date, and then this code. And the code was $WEN. And yes, in hindsight, I should have realized what that meant. I thought it was like a code. It's like a symbol. And then 3 letters because it's the start of the account name.
Oh my God.
I should have known, but I did it for like the Twitter guy. And then as soon as he has that, I've already entered the password. I get locked out of everything at once. And then they log in, change all of my stuff, and then post that video. So that's
oh my God, that is so funny.
It was not funny for me at all. And my wife, who was not with me because she was feeling bad and my family was in for the holidays. So I was doing this between hanging out with them. We were out. We went on another tour of New Orleans, which I know you're fond of. We go out on another tour. And while I'm on the tour, all this happens. So my wife, who wasn't with me, saw the video and was like, well, surely he wasn't stupid enough to fall for this. So she says it was AI and a fake, even though it was not.
I assumed. That's
what everyone assumed. Because how could I be that stupid to fall for that?
It's not even that, Isaiah. It's not even that. It's like your emotion. You look like a fucking robot. Like the lighting is all weird. You're like in this like you're in this prison cell and you're just like, hey, so this is Isaiah. Isaiah Nichols. What? It's the way that this.
I thought it was a verification thing.
Everybody. I was like, oh yeah, you got hacked. It's an AI video. Whatever. And I remember being like, man, they even got the kind of like grainy, like dark room, like he's like just in like a weird bedroom. To think that you look like a fucking Guantanamo Bay hostage, and you were like in your room with a notepad and wrote that crypto coin down is so fucking funny. Oh my God. My favorite thing too later was the follow-up, but I was like, oh damn, because people were like, wait, he's promoting this, whatever. And everybody I saw was being like, no, he got hacked or whatever. And then I go to Instagram And that's whenever I see your story, you have your shades on, you're outside, you're like, okay, so here's pretty much what's going on. You're like walking outside and you're recording yourself with these sunglasses on, like, so pretty much I got hacked and it was a whole weird thing. So sorry about that. Sorry about that, you guys.
I was under a lot of duress. Thank you. It was a stressful time.
And to think that you were getting off like a fucking alligator bayou tour or whatever is so funny to me. Ah, cheese. You know what? Cheese and crackers. That is just unfortunate. All right, well, we better go on this ghost tour.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? It was literally an alligator bayou tour. There was a gator next to me, and it was a boat tour, like down to it. I was under a lot of duress. What do you want? My shades were on.
God.
What do you want me to do? Oh gosh, no! I was standing in my room. I thought it was a verification, so I'm just like, I'm just low energy. I have the phone. I just show my face and I show the paper and stuff, and I'm like, okay, is this good? And I was on the phone with the guy still, and he's like, okay, that should do it. And I'm like, is that good? He's like, yeah, that's good. And then he spends 10 minutes explaining to me like what the hack was, how it happened, how I can provide safety. And at the end, I thanked him and said, sorry, I thought you were a scammer earlier. And he's like, oh, no problem.
He just said, oh yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. Was he snickering?
No, I talked to this guy for like 20, 25 minutes, and he was like, oh, it's no problem. He kept being like, it's good that you're aware. It's good that you're aware of like scammers online and you're trying to be proactive.
That is fucking crazy, man.
I want you to come with me.
Where? You just got here.
But it's almost time.
Johnny goes home and his sister's like, the girl you've been talking about, does this look like her? And he's like, yeah, that looks just like her. And she flips this newspaper up.
What?
She died in a car accident.
The fucking fold up reveal is so good. And he's like, oh my God, wait, she's dead? Well, I've been dating a ghost? She's like, well, where do you find a ghost? And he's like, well, I know one place to look. He goes to the cemetery? I don't know if I'd ever go to a cemetery to look for a ghost, right? I feel like whenever I think ghost, I think of like their house. You know what I mean? Like a haunting thing. Yeah, or wherever they died, whatever. They go there and it's like one of the worst graveyard sets I've ever seen. You find out that Johnny was in a train wreck, but the Erica, the sister, once again as a comedic beat, takes out the newspaper, unfolds it again. Him and his girlfriend, and that he's been dead this whole time, and that he's buried with her, which I was like, I don't know if that's the legality of 16-year-olds being buried together in the same plot. She's like, you know, I knew you were dead the whole time, but how do I tell you? Whatever, dude. I also want to say this is all sponsored by Swig. Thank you so much to Swig for sponsoring this, which is if you're a full-fledged mental degenerate who likes to put cream inside a soda, go here and wait in line with all the other Mormon trash that goes there. Awesome. Yum. I'm going to rank them up on the board now because I love empowering women that way. I'll say middle of the road. What? She was kind of just forgettable. She was there. She wasn't there. Later in the season, she's just like, my husband Zach, he has to go to medical school, and he got mad that I went to Chippendales and got the men rubbed up on me. Oh, Taylor, she's the biggest whore of them all. I use this platform to boost women because you know me historically. Listen, I love women. And I'm a huge advocate for feminism. And that's what Mom talks about, is about feminism. It's not about outcasting unattractive women and putting them on a pedestal and broadcasting your life to desperate women in a religion to profit for yourself. It's not about that, right? It's about motherhood and sisterhood. All the other single moms out there and all the regular moms who didn't have good genetics and all that stuff and rich families and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's about sisterhood. It's definitely about sisterhood. Because every woman, if you don't look like that, you have a problem. Mom talk. Also, real quick, swig break. Swig break.
Everyone take a swig of your swig.
Dr. Pepper and coconut cream. Think of a soda and then add coconut cream. That's swig. Thanks for sponsoring us. Oh, I can't put that one in. cuts to Jen, who informs us that she separated from Zach as she moved back to Utah to be in mom talk. So the man who was like chaining her to a radiator and beating her to death with like a fucking Hooters wiffle ball bat, she's just like, yeah, so I got out of there. I got out of there because I chose mom talk and sisterhood over that weirdo. But because last season, once again, Jim moved out of state so Zach could go to med school. He's just like, I think you're going to like New York because this whole mom talk thing is just weird. AKA, he just wanted to go to like a gay village in New York. That's just, I got to get out of here. This place is toxic. But wouldn't you know, the doorbell rings and guess who's there? Tiny face fucking Zach shows up with flowers and a suitcase, ready to move back in because he's like, hey, so actually med school was kind of hard. So if anything, do you mind if I just do some TikTok dances with you and get paid by Poppy, the soda company? And Zach tells Jen that he's leaving medical school and wants to support Jen and mom talk, which is funny because last season, Zach said to her face he doesn't care about her and her stupid mom talk friends. Might be the highlight of the season. It's hilarious. She's like, so what about mom talk? He's like, what the fuck about it? I'm leaving you. She's like, oh my God, what? He's like, yes, that's her. Deal with it. I'm going to go check tonsils and I'm going to help people with their sicknesses.
Prostate exams. I'm
going to give people, hey, bend over and cough. Yeah, get my big fucking glove on. He comes back and he's like, actually, the tests were too long. I was bored.
He missed the boys.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, where's Dakota? Where's Conrad? I want to go fly fishing. I'm going to sit at home and watch that Brad Pitt movie, Meet Joe Black. It's a real movie. It's a good one. But Jen ends up taking Zach back as long as he puts her feelings first and supports her in other girl stuff like that. I don't know, other chick stuff, broad stuff. She was on her period, probably. I think that she cries every episode and they do that thing that girls do where they do this.
You gotta make sure you don't mess up your makeup.
I can't mess up my makeup. And then what's so funny though, after every time is like, they always cover their face because they're definitely not crying.
Oh, strong. I know.
So they cover their face and they're like,
Maybe the only gift we have is the chance to start again.
Little dancing man.
and their face is so dry. There's times when they cry and then they're like, somebody will say something and then like they'll switch their emotion immediately. They're like, wait, what? What'd you say to me, cupcake?
Okay, so this was filmed a month.
Swig break.
Right.
No. No. We'll pay you. Okay, I'll be there. But Taylor goes to visit her mom, Leanne, and they kind of look like twins. It's like, if you don't remember Leanne from the first season, she was like a little fat dwarf. And in this one, she basically has all of her skin pulled back, and it looks like if there was like a mutated chromosome missing version of Taylor, that's what she looks like. She's like, I can't hear Everclear. Her face is all stretched out. I can't hear Everclear. You're like, you're 65 and you look like a monster. Just like a fucking ghoul. And you can like tell Leanne's trying really hard, you know, to like look young and all that stuff. But even Taylor's just like, yeah, she looks like a freak. Her doctor fucked it up. It's horrible. Whitney, for some reason, makes the beautiful glow of a pregnancy look disgusting. I don't know if that's rude to say.
No.
All I know is this. It's a nice swig break. Swig break!
Swig break.
We have to, sorry for the ad read, we have to read it this. Do we have the copy? Oh, yep, there it is. Drink swig if you are a hopeless fucking Mongol who loves to cavities, cheese spread, and TikToks. Is this the right read?
They have an updated one.
Oh, okay. So we'll do it later then, because this one says swig openly endorses the burning of LGBT. That can't be. They want us to say. What is that? Go to hashtag to get a discount on. That can't be right.
We just want that bag.
Yeah, can a man get his bag or not? It cuts to some of the boys in the doghouse fly fishing and trauma dumping, which it's like the funniest way I've ever seen gay guys try to be straight. They're just like, yeah, I'm just out here fishing. And then like basically Dakota gets his line all caught up. And he's like, for some reason, I just can't get my line all weird. It's odd.
You know I can't multitask, dude.
Like, yeah, all the girls are being kind of weird right now. You know what, though? I'm glad that we get this guy time. The thing about Layla that I like is that she does nothing. She just stares like this. And to me, that's funny. Michaela's skin grosses me out. Also, she's kind of just being a bit more snooty this time and giving a bit more attitude. I'm like, why don't you smile more, princess? You'd be way prettier. I've never seen a birth like that.
It's okay, I have you, I have you. I have you.
Usually it's legs up. She's like holding her ankles like this. And then Connor's like, ew. Oh yeah, he doesn't like blood. And he's like, that's what it is. Yeah.
Do you think she was dancing with her baby dying in the...
I think that she should have like been twerking and just had the fucking baby like flail out of her pussy like this and just like hit the metal table and like fall on, you know? And then Connor's like, oh, yay, this is awesome. Look at you. And the baby's like, Dad! Dad! Yeah, they're like, you have to stop Whitney from twerking. The baby is sideways. The cord is wrapped around its throat. It's like... She's like, uh-oh, is it too late now to say sorry? But Zach goes golfing with Brett and Jordan and confronts them about the Chippendales dancing on Halloween. And they actually apologize and assume Zach was in the know, which it's really funny because Zach's like, hey guys, I know that we're having fun hitting balls around, but I really just had to talk to you because I just respect you guys and I think that you respect me too, but I thought it was really weird that I thought it was extremely strange and like spooky that you would grind up on my girl like that even though you know we're like in a weird place. It almost read, he's just like, it feels weird that you're being intimate with my wife when we have this thing going on between us. And they're like, oh my God, Zach, listen, we would never do something to hurt you or embarrass you. All right, good, because we're all just guys and we're just palling around, we're hitting the balls, and it's like I have a Masters corduroy hat and I'm really into golf.
Brett, that's where the balls come out.
And Taylor says that she kisses girls, but she's super straight. Yeah, I like to kiss ladies, but I ain't no... It's pretty much what she says. Is that, I mean, they're like, yeah, we're not lesbos, right, ladies? It's pretty much that. Literally, that's what it's, I mean... Am I wrong? Do you know what? Layla being basically just like a cardboard cutout of a human being is making me like her more and more.
Can you turn the other way so that...
No. I like that my back is to it.
I just went by a dirty soda bar called Swig in Kansas City. It's a thing called Texas Tab. It's what the soda's called, and it's Dr. Pepper. And then they just fucking queef coconut cream on it. And then she has the audacity to ask, "There's a couple questions. There's a couple questions on the checkout to tip. It's Dr. Pepper with coconut cream, and it was a fucking mile long. $7 for a small Texas Tab. What is this?"
But he looks so cute drinking them.
The cliffhangers every episode that ends with the bass drop.
Wait, what?
Not every episode, every like break.
Every break, every cut.
Picture this. You're home alone when suddenly the worst happens. You have no one to run to, no one to yell to. You're all alone. This could have been easily avoided with the Meat Canyon Patreon, where you get behind-the-scenes perks, monthly stickers, and support one of YouTube's most beloved channels.
Should have signed up to the Patreon.
Please, for your own safety, consider signing up to the Meat Canyon Patreon.
Taylor tells her ghoulish mother and her sister that her and Dakota are done, but they're still sleeping together. She's very much just like, yeah, you know, I need space, but he still comes and just fills me up every day. And they're like, do you think that's a good idea? She's like, yeah, probably not. And she does it the entire rest of the season. Jin's awakening made me like her more. Jin being able to open up her eyes, I was like, there you go. Also, they keep cutting to like a fucking one-eyed dog, like this mutilated dead dog, and I'm like, why do you keep showing B-roll of this? Like, I don't understand unless the producers are like, Taylor's blind.
She's blind to her surroundings.
Oh my God.
Huh?
That's really good.
I was thinking about that. This is so weird, which is funny because it really, every time someone's like, Mom Talk's bad, you guys just talk shit on everybody. I'm like, that's every female friend group ever. Seriously, name one friend group where someone has something nice to say behind the scenes. To their face, they're like, oh my God, it looks so good. This is so funny. And then behind the scenes, it's just horrible.
My girlfriend group never talks shit.
You're not allowed around women. Not since the court case, remember? No coffee, just chocolate milk and cupcakes, thanks. I have to stay razor sharp. Yeah, we have Moby Dick, Jesse, Dama. My boyfriend died in a car crash. I cry over everything. Whore, cutout woman, perfect goddess, and lizardback. Fertility issues and how bred to shooting blanks. That's strange. The 73-year-old guy can't shoot fertile seeds. That's crazy. Even though they're like, yeah, we've been using science, but mostly energy healing to get a sperm count up. And I'm like, that's a great fucking use of money. God. Dama starts crying about her bare womb and then afterwards worries that she ruined her makeup. She's basically just like, yeah, I think my oven's all screwy-dooey. Did I fuck up my mascara? Do I look like a dainty princess still, ladies? There's a couple ghouls in the fucking Utah mountains, let me tell you that. Connor opens up about Tinder scandal and starts crying. He's like, I can't believe that people found out about that and that alone. And that was crazy. The camera cuts to Brett's hand on Connor's back as he's breaking down crying. It's really funny. It's so good. Like, you cannot deny the gay allegations. It's so good. Also, Connor has 9 or 10 different haircuts this season.
The editors were cooking.
The editors knew exactly what to piece together. They don't have to spell it out for you. They're just like, it's there. But after his speech, he quickly kisses Whitney. Okay. I love you. Yeah, and she's like, read. But the party ends with the group taking a big old picture together. Woo! Cut to Taylor's house and her parents show up, and every time her mom appears, it's like a character in Beetlejuice or something. It's like a Tim Burton character or something. You know what I mean? You know, my that's his head's all stretched. He like stretches his head and like pulls it. I mean, that's what it feels like. Horrible. I don't know who did that. Get a refund though. God damn. They talk about how horrible Dama is by reading her post, and Macy and Michaela pick up Taylor to talk about the CMA Awards. They go to swig break. They go to swig again. Jacob, I don't see you picking up your swig.
Come on, I finished mine hours ago.
Yeah.
Making sure. I'm clocking them.
I'm doing it.
Taylor's mom, Leanne, shows up and Layla forces a compliment on how Taylor's mom, looks so pretty. Which it's like, yeah, she's like, oh my God, you look great. And she's like, thanks. Looks like a fucking Bloodborne boss. Thank you so much, little princess. I feel, how young do I look? Be honest. And Cockroach just like crawling out of her eye and stuff.
I know close family nearby.
Sorry, you know what I would say to my mom if she was on her dime?
Go ahead.
Let's write down.
Go ahead.
It's not a joke.
Okay, all right.
Never mind.
Say it.
No, I was just going to say, I was going to go to her and say, I love you. And you robbed me of my happiness when I was a child. And I hope you burn in hell. You tired old goat, is what I would say to my mom.
You tired old goat.
I was trying to think, what would be the most insulting thing you just say to someone before they're about to die? I feel like calling them a tired old goat it's got to hit hard. What? You sheepish looking human being.
Hey, Hunter, who do you want to die first, your mom or your dad?
Yeah, probably my dad.
You were way too ready for that.
I like my mom more. What am I supposed to do?
Oh my gosh. I was expecting like some level of like,
oh,
like
wow.
pause
That's
or
hard.
like,
Yeah,
oh wow. Why would you ask that or whatever? You're like,
my dad.
Mom.
If I had to choose between the two, I mean, it's going to suck when they both go, but I'd definitely probably say, my dad.
All right, I don't know your parents, but when I do, guess what I'm telling them?
Go ahead. First thing. My dad probably be like, yeah, sound about right.
I'm going to go back to the story now.
She seems like one of those older moms where she's just like, I used to be what? Like you're sitting in the kitchen and then she's like talking about like Van Halen or some shit. And you're like, oh man, I really would have loved to see Van Halen. She's like, I went to that tour. And you're like, what? No, are you serious? She's like, yeah. I was a little wild back then too. And you're just like, woo! But no, she decides she's not that cool. She's like, Carly Beth, I made you that duck costume.
Your duck costume is all ready. I put it on your bed.
My duck costume?
And Carly Beth, I like how Carly Beth's like, what? What?
You saw a duck at the mall, and you said you thought it might be fun to be a duck for Halloween.
You wanted to be a duck, so I just made you a duck. And then Carly Beth, being the goddamn saint she is, she's like, okay.
Still gonna go back to, I think that the abuse of AI in our subreddit depicting me as a fat child. I want to just go on record saying that those posts are going to be removed. I'm going to repel those from existence on the subreddit, and it's just going to have to be a lot stricter. And I hate to be this guy, but it's unfucking fathomable what they've started to do to me. And I have started therapy because of it.
Okay. Here's a picture of him as a fat little child next to a man holding a shotgun pointed at a small dog, and it says Hunter's grandfather's POV. And I think that's really cool, and you all should keep doing it. Anyway, so get into,
I don't have to tell you why we're removing that.
As a child, I went on a date with a girl when her dad was there. This is 6th grade. I don't think he liked me, but he sprayed me with a water hose.
Frankenstein, for example, is to me an expression of all of our society.
He got all my hair wet, and I told him not to because it makes my...
Today we're going to talk about bug chasing.
Parties and looking around and being like, guessing who's got it. You know, there's got to be one guy who's just like...
Everyone's all health, everyone's all good, and then one guy has like super gaunt eyes and cheekbones. It's like Nosferatu sitting in the back. Nah. No, couldn't be him. Too obvious. We actually just got a Most Wanted poster and for Tommy Taffy. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
You have it right here. Hi. Come down to the basement. You're not my daddy.
So it actually hurts my feelings more when it's closer to how I actually look.
It looks pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty close. I was over there. He was at the mic. He was literally at the mic and he was doing this while we were sitting here waiting for the lights to turn on. He was literally doing this. Because you just can't help it. Big old puffer fish, aren't you? We're reading Elias with a Rose. There's something wrong with Dad.
You were drawing something, and I was like, oh, maybe it's a little bit for the episode. I'll wait. So I didn't ask, and then whatever.
However, what was almost a wholesome and memorable moment for the young man soon turned sour, downright rotten. An older woman. I just hate saying that. Old woman. Is there anything grosser, really? Any woman after the age of 25. Yikes. 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 Yikes, 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 yikes. And Philly center fielder Harrison Bader, who fucking cares as a Phillies player, met with him to give him a signed bat. I mean, that's kind of sick. You know how that evil hag ruined your day?
Yeah?
Not anymore, buddy.
This one's for you.
This one's for you, big man. He's like, we brought her. She's tied down on a chair out back. You know what a piñata is? Am I gonna get candy? Mm-hmm. Put it in your mouth. Just rolls her mouth.
I'm hoping she's like strung up on hooks too.
I just think give the kid the ball. She had to have been drunk, right?
No, I think she's high off the excitement. She saw a weak target, pushed him down. Well, especially if I didn't do anything. If I grabbed it and then she like tried to grab it from me or said I stole it from her, see then
Would you start crying or would you just like start yelling at people?
I'd probably start yelling. But I'm saying I could see myself
What's
crying.
What's the first thing you would yell at?
What race is she? I'm just kidding. Just kidding that.
Oh boy. Good luck, editor.
Karens do that with cars. They'll like stand in front of the car and then they'll like, "Ow, my hip!"
That's something my mom would do.
Are you calling her?
I am.
Hello?
Mom, quick question.
Yep.
If you were ever in a parking lot, would you fake like you got hit by a car for your own benefit, for just to make someone look like they hit you?
Would I freaking... No, I wouldn't do that.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't unless this person was an asshole that I didn't like, and then I would.
So what would the person have to do to have you do that?
Hurt my child.
They're kind of very real, very quick. Why don't you just say yes, you would?
Yes, I would.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, what a gross bitch. After all, they still have to endure hazing. Fraternities are not the only ones who include violence in their hazing rituals. Sororities are just as guilty as, and sometimes even worse, because bitches can be ruthless. Women are evil. I meant towards each other. Since a lot of these girls join sororities for social status, one of the most common hazing rituals is humiliation. What? It's grunting.
Yeah.
I'd look at the fucking fat, out of shape piece of shit behind me, and I'd be like, "Don't worry, it's just a human. I'm not really a demon."
But you have red contacts in.
Yeah, I have snake contacts in. No. Hold on, where are you? Don't worry, Pipsqueak. I'm just human.
I'm human.
I got 2 more sets and I'll be off this bench.
I hate it when you just get on something and someone's like, "Hey, do you mind if we sub in every
Yeah,
set?"
no.
Like, I just got here.
Also, this isn't a collaborative effort. I hate whenever like big gym bro guys, because like they're coming up to me because I look like a fucking slug, look like a melting candle, whatever. I mean, like I look like a cheeseburger that's just been left out on the counter. He's like, "Hey, and they coming over and the fucking thing is so cut off that you see like the side of their titty packs and stuff like that. Yo, man, you mind if we squeeze in? If we can join you in on this? This isn't a collaborative effort. All right, I'm not trying. I don't know you. You're 15. You're gonna get divorced when you're older. Right at about 25. Zap." There it goes. All right, so be jacked now. We're starting to get into the weirder side of Planet Fitness, all right? Over in Florida, Henry Antuez Arcarad, I thought they said Alucard. I was like, motherfucker, it's Dracula. Went on a naked rampage at his local Planet Fitness. It all started at closing time, of course, when staff members alerted him that he would have to leave so they could close up shop. In response, he starts to freak the fuck out and take off his clothes from sheer anger. I love that as like an anger response. He began sprinting around the gym naked. To avoid being caught, he tore a hole in the ceiling and crawled inside. How tiny, like short were the ceilings there?
He must have crawled up it.
Like a fucking squirrel.
I like how he ripped open.
Crawled inside. I'd call pest control. That's the only thing. I mean, don't call the fucking police. Get a varmint killer out here, for the love of God. As he crawled throughout the gym, he began breaking off more ceiling tiles, doing more damage to the building. And as police arrived, they smelled smoke coming from the bathroom. It appeared the man tried to start a fire, which filled the entire room with smoke. He was finally found hiding in a tanning bed, still naked, and Henry was charged with indecent exposure, arson, and fraud impersonation. Who was he impersonating? I'm Ellen DeGeneres. I'm Ellen. He's pretending that he's Ellen. Someone get here, please.
I want to get out of here. Let's go. She's followed us around the room 12 times, Nick. She's followed us around the room 12 times. What was that?
I felt the cold breeze.
Did you feel that cold breeze?
Watch out, be careful. Be careful.
Hunter? 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 Hunter, where'd you go? Hunter, this isn't funny.
I'm here.
Oh.
Nick, I want to get out of here. Let's get out of here. Come on. Jesus.
Additional women's bathrooms are located on the first floor through the curved hallway. Sorry, out of order. I sincerely doubt that. They said that a girl had put her maxi pad or some kind of large tampon in the toilet, busting all the pipes. I don't believe that to be true. Because this is where I believe Ruth would meet Thomas Lichtenstein for a couple midday spankings. For a couple midday bonks and zoinks, if you know what I'm saying. This was their favorite spot in this bathroom. Let's check it out. Make sure no one's coming. Are we clear?
Yeah. We're good.
I'm going in.
We're good.
Oh my God.
Easy.
Make sure the door doesn't shut behind us all the way. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
It's Ruth's powder room.
Oh my God.
This is where Ruth used to do all of her makeup, and this is where she would have her changing table for her baby. Thomas never liked coming in here after the child was born. I wonder why. I think I just saw the chair move, kind of. Did the chair move? Did the chair move? Did the chair move?
Yeah.
Did the chair move? I think the chair just moved. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Wait, hold on. Oh my God. Nick, the water just turned on. The ISO is too bright. Tell me you're getting this.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Oh my God. I mean, guys, chairs moving, faucets turning on. I think, oh my God, a bug. A bug. Oh, a bug. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Stop.
I think Ruth is trying to give us a warning to get out of here. I think this might be Ruth's place, and I don't want to bother her. Nick, we should get out of here.
Wait, hold on. Oh, there's no toilets.
There's no toilets. This is the stall where Ruth would take her Tuesday dump after the bug. The bug. The bug. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here! Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nick, hold on. Okay, hold on. I think someone's coming for us. I think someone's coming. Just play it cool. Just play. Are you okay?
No.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Did she touch you? Did she touch you?
Something tickled me.
She tickled my bag. She tickled my bag. Oh God. Okay, go this way. This way. Okay, guys. I think we just found the place where Ruth jumped out of the school to her death with her newborn baby. I think it's up these stairs. Oh my God. Dude. I think this is it. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? The low hum. I see something.
What is it?
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is where she jumped, Nick. Nick, this is where she jumped. Nick, what is that? What is
If I was on my farm and I was underneath a tractor, would you
No.
Would you kill
No.
me?
No, absolutely. What do you mean? If you were on your farm, you're underneath the tractor, I'm calling an ambulance.
There's no time, Isaiah. Just
No,
grab
it's
the
not,
gun
it's not
out
how,
of my tractor.
that's not how,
Shoot me.
that's not how that works.
Isaiah,
we
I'm in
are.
pain.
It is 2024. We have there's hospitals you can go to.
I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's
it
funny in
hurts.
my head because like your legs ran over, like the rest of you's fine.
Yeah, no. In my mind, it's the giant tires on my sternum. It's like almost impossible for me to be talking, but I'm like, end it, Isaiah. I can't end it, please.
For me,
Okay, for me to shoot you in that scenario, it's got to be like your rib cage down is gone.
Let's say it's not gone, but it's like you can kind of see my gutty works.
We can fix that.
I don't think you can't.
People get there's a name for it, I forget, but you can get amputated from the hips down. Like you can lose your pelvis and still be okay.
I wouldn't want that life, dude. If I don't have my cock, balls, and asshole, there's no way. I would say, Isaiah, I don't have my cock anymore, or my balls, or my asshole. Kill me.
I'd be like, wow, Hunter,
kill
that sucks. You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
If I got to live with no fucking cock, balls, or asshole, I would kill you. That's what I would do. I would say, are you fucking kidding me? And I would kill you with a knife.
Here's a crazy idea. What if you killed yourself? Like, what if you just?
Because
why do I have to be the one to do it?
Because here's the thing. I don't have to forcibly do it to yourself. I don't think I have the gumption. I would need someone to assist me. Could I kill someone else out of pure rage? Probably, but I don't think I could pull the knife or gun on myself.
So you're saying you'd have no problem killing me?
I think if you left me in a state where my cock and balls and asshole are squashed like a bug.
Why do you need the asshole? Why is that a requirement?
I'm sorry. Do you not like a nice morning shit?
You can still. Okay, I'm saying that like. Okay, I'm
not gonna leak into a bag and have that be satisfying.
I get the genitalia because you're young and that's fun and that's like what drives a lot of your thoughts, and it'd be frustrating to live without it. Sure. I'm saying like, why does a colostomy bag decide the difference between life or death to you?
I didn't say it was just the colostomy bag. I'm saying it's a collection. If I'm under a tractor, right? If I'm under a tractor and I'm like, and I like lift up my neck a little bit and I see that my cock, my balls, and my asshole are squashed like a bug, that would drive me to a place where I'm like, you need to put me down.
Okay.
Like a 16-year-old lab. Like, I mean, like, there's no reason.
Okay. For one, how do I explain that to the cops? Right? I
would write a note.
I thought he was dead.
I would write a note.
That does not how that works.
I will resent you for the rest of my life.
No, just because a friend wants to die doesn't mean I grant them that. Because
I would do you that favor.
No. Look at this. What if like this is a couple years from now? Okay, what if you had a child, right, during this scenario, and then like you abandon the child? Like, no, I'm not letting you do that just because you want to go in the second.
Abandon the child? With no cock, balls, or asshole? What kind of father figure could I be? I can't teach my boy about
his father figure, a teacher, a soul, a spirit.
No, I don't think so.
Your son is going to appreciate that I didn't shoot you in the field.
I would think that he doesn't even have to know. Like, this could be our secret.
He doesn't have to know that dad has a bullet in his forehead?
I'm saying that I know myself enough to know that there's no way.
Hunter, you have a great life without your genitals.
No. If I can't, it's not even like remotely sexual. It's like some of it. Well, it is partly, but I just mean that some of it is more so like a nice piss. There are greater things to life than that. I mean, there is. I'm just saying that's a large. It'd be the same thing if I was blind. I don't think I could live as a blind man. I'll be honest. I do not think I could do it. People that do that, I'm like, you could survive any amount of torture. I feel like, or being deaf even. I do not bode well with adversity, I guess is what I'm saying.
I can see that clearly. Okay, look, I'm not shooting you. I take it back. Even in the apocalypse, you can bleed. Okay, that's my new take. Yeah, I will pray with you. I will mourn with you. I will watch over Allison and any family you have. I will take care. I will make sure they are taken care of. But I will not kill you.
I think that's extremely selfish, Isaiah. I think that I would sit if I was sitting there and I was like, oh, you're praying around me, and I was like, it hurts. Kill me.
Okay, let's flip the script. What happens if I'm under the tractor?
Go ahead and ask me like however you would ask me to do it.
Hunter, if you and I were out at my house and I had a tractor, piece of equipment, whatever, follow me, and I was like flattened from the hips down.
I would have done it already. See.
What if I'm like, no, I think I can live. I think they can cut me off.
Well, the gut, you'd be dead. So I would just be like, he asked me to do it.
even if I'm like, wait, no, I think I can make it. I think I have
and then
chance.
people would come up and they'd be like, well, how do we know? I'd be like, well, what did I do? Drive a tractor on top of him after I fucking shot him in the head? I'm like, no, he's my buddy. He's in pain. I put him down. There's no life to live. Look at his asshole. Like then the camera would like people would look over, and then people would look over and they'd see your asshole prolapsed out, squashed like a bug, and I'm like, what kind of life is that? He doesn't want to live like that.
Okay,
and then you know how you're like, I would make sure your family's taken care of. Then they'd sit there and I would hoard I would not give Kayla any rights to anything. And I'd be like,
listen,
I had business with your husband, but not particularly you. Okay. And I would keep the gun and I would keep the bullet casing that I killed you with, and I would do like a Brokeback Mountain thing. And then the Brokeback Mountain, when he like has the shirt of the guy that he loved, I'd look at it and I would like, I'd be like, Isaiah, you son of a bitch, like that.
So you would kill me and leave Kayla to rot. You would leave my family to just fend for themselves.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a traumatic thing. I'm not thinking clearly.
Yeah,
Daddy, I'm hungry. I want your toes.
Laying down at sleepovers with my buddies, and then you hear something creak. Oh, what? And I hate when people are like, it's just the house settling. Really, dude? It's a 23-year-old house. It's just settling. The tectonic plates are shifted. If it was like a house from the 1800s, I'd be like, sure.
What if the house is built on burial grounds?
No, go ahead and say Indian burial grounds, dude. What, Indian burial grounds? That's offensive, dick. All right, first up, we have Amityville. We want to start with some of the heavy hitters, so then people can be, I know that. In the years since his claim of hearing voices, he has admitted to the lie, claiming, quote, there was no demon. You know who the demon is? I am the demon. To be fair, that does sound like something a demon would say.
He's just admitting that there is a demon.
No, there is no demon. I'm the fucking demon. They're just like, what? He's like, no, the entire altercation likely stemmed from DeFeo's theft of $20,000 from his grandfather's car dealership. Fuck this kid. He was tasked with depositing money to the bank, but ultimately had a friend stage the robbery. His father eventually grew suspicious and questioned him, earning a death threat that his son followed up on. So literally his dad was like, did you take $20,000 from Pop Pop at his Toyota Camry dealership? And he's like, no, Dad, I'll fucking slice your throat. He's like, okay, come on, man. And he's like, I'm just like drunk. He's like, I'm gonna get high on heroin and kill my dad. To be fair, though, I hate to say this, Nick. I hate to say this. If I was already drunk and high on heroin and I was planning on killing my dad, I'd probably just follow through with the whole family.
Oof. Fuck, dude.
Okay, well, can I just say that when I landed here yesterday,
I was in a goop suit.
Yeah, and you didn't tell me about any of that. I land here. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be there Thursday at 3. Hunter's like, Thursday at 3. Got it. Thursday at 3. I get here.
It was a stressful week.
Thursday at 3. I'm like, hey, man. Nothing.
That is rare, though.
15 minutes
that's
later,
not an ongoing thing.
15 minutes later, I call Hunter. Nothing.
I was in a goop suit.
I text in the group chat. Harry's like, are you here? Yes, I am. And Harry's like, do you need a ride? And I'm like, well, I guess not. I guess not.
I was in a goop suit. It's been a stressful week.
I Uber over here, and there's 40 people here. And I just like,
we had lights and cameras on the goop
suit.
Here's
the thing about Hunter. He never tells you anything. He's just,
that can't possibly be true.
He's just
what
like,
are you pointing at him for?
Yeah, they know because they work with you. I know they know. Hunter's like,
I feel like I'm overbearing. I feel like I tell them too much.
No. Maybe them specifically, but other people, it's like, hey, you want to do something? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, cool. And then I'll get there and there will be like 18 things happening at once. And he was like, yeah. So, like, just know.
To be fair, to be completely transparent, the shoot date got pushed back and it slipped my mind.
Okay.
So this was not supposed to be even going on.
That's true.
So, okay.
Is that true?
Sure.
That is true.
Sure. But me and you talked about me coming in Tuesday So that means while you were on the shoot, you were like, he doesn't need to know. He'll figure it out. Thursday at 3.
The shoot got pushed.
Got it.
The shoot got pushed, and it slipped my mind.
It is
There was
the
a lot of
fact
things.
that during the shoot, we were communicating about me.
Can I just say,
never
Orf?
brought it up.
Orf?
What is the Orf?
Smile dog.
No, you're not getting out of this one.
Orf!
You got to get to the you walking up the hill with your little.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you, Harry. Thank you. I get here. I get it. So I have to Uber over to my friend's house. Right? The driver's like, "Oh, is this like a buddy of yours?" And I'm like, "Allegedly." We get up to the house. We pull up to the fence, and he's like, "You want me to drive you up?" And I'm like, "To be honest, Hunter didn't give me any, or sorry, my friend didn't give me any directions. I don't know if what door he's in, what room he's in. I don't even know if he wants you to come in, so we'll just stay here." He's like, "Are you sure it's raining?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure." So I get out in the rain. And I have my little rolly backpack. And I just start walking up Hunter's driveway. And then I look to the house. And I'm like, well, if my friend was in there, I guess he'd probably be looking for me. So he must not be there. Come to find out, Allison was just watching me the whole time. Just didn't wave, didn't like he's over there, just looked from the house. Watch me in the rain. I walk all the way up the hill. I get to the top, and Harry comes outside because he cares. Harry comes outside, and he was like, "Hey, Isaiah." I'm like, "Oh, hi, are you guys in there?" No concept of different people being here, anything going on. He was like, "Yeah, you can set your stuff in here. I'll show you the new building." I'm like, "Oh, wow, there's a new building?" I set my stuff in one door, go to this new building. I open a door. There are, I kid you not, 35 people standing around on a movie set doing things. And I'm just like, what? What is going on?
I'll be the bigger man and admit that I was wrong. I should have been more attentive, but I will say, can I have 2 words? Can I have 2? Can I have 2 words? Goop suit. It is. If I didn't have the goop suit on, this whole thing would have been it would have been fine.
So 2 things would have been fine, actually. Either, hey, you're gonna walk onto a movie set.
I didn't think that would be a big deal. And you know what?
It wasn't a big deal.
Okay.
It wasn't a big deal. I'm saying with that information, I would have said, "Oh, I can Uber."
That's true.
Or even
I'll be the bigger man and admit that's true.
Or even then, just say, "Hey, can you Uber over?"
I will concede to be the bigger man
in front of Cinnabon for 30 minutes.
I will,
and then decide because I reached.
How do I pay you back?
I reached this decision point when I got to the Kansas City airport, like the end of it, where I'm like, well, I could leave security and go outside, but I don't know if he's coming. So I guess I'll sit here.
That's a bit over dramatic.
And then I ate a Cinnabon, and then I just sat there for a while.
That was more of a terrorist act than anything.
It was.
To be leaving the airport and being like, well, I guess 1 Cinnabon wouldn't hurt.
I was in the wind.
Also, why didn't you text Harry sooner?
I did text him. You know what?
No, I responded right when you texted the group chat, but you didn't.
Look at the time code.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Reference the time code. Harry, you do the same.
Okay.
Well, okay, hold on.
Okay, Harry can verify what I'm saying.
This is also a horror story podcast, by the way.
I landed early at 2:46.
That's not my fault. That's the pilot's
fault. I landed at 2:40. Actually, I said landed when we got to the gate. So I landed like earlier.
That's the pilot's fault. That's not my fault.
I said landed 15 minutes early. Nothing. I'm like, okay. I walk all the way to the front right before I'm about to make the decision where I can't come back into the airport. I call Hunter at 3:11. So that's 14. That's 25 minutes. I call Hunter. Hunter doesn't say anything. I then go to the group chat.
This has nothing to do with me yet. Okay.
And I say at 3:12, I'm going to build a tent in the airport.
And then
and then that was at 3:12. 5 minutes later, Harry texts me.
Yeah, if you've already been waiting 25,
says,
that's not bad.
What? 30 minutes to a half hour now
Okay, sure.
in front of Cinnabon.
To be fair, you were early, so technically break it even about 10 minutes. to when you're supposed to land. That's not our fault. It's
He says, "What happened?" I said nothing. I'm just giving. Yeah,
What happened
when
is
he
such a
said
funny
what
answer.
happened, I thought to myself, does he even know I'm coming? Does he even know that
You're here? Question mark.
I thought you got like delayed or something.
No, it was 3. It was when the plane would be here. I said, so I said I'm going to pitch a tent, and Harry says, "What happened?" I said, "Nothing. I'm just giving Hunter a hard time."
Sounds like you're gonna have a boner in the airport.
Shut up.
Doesn't it?
And then I said,
the airport.
And then I said,
I got a big old boner in the airport. No one's picking me up, so I guess I'm
Don't make this one of your bits. Don't make this
No one's
about
picking me
you.
up, so I guess I'm getting hard.
Don't. No. I said nothing. I'm here in Kansas.
Pitching a tent in Kansas. I'm an Indian. got a teepee in between my legs.
And Harry says, the audacity, by the way. Harry says, "Do you need a ride?"
Well, 1 minute later.
And then
60 seconds.
And then he says, "Hunter is covered in goo and slime."
Goop suit.
Again, I have no concept of a film or anything, so
that would be confusing.
I think that
I'll be the
just
bigger man
shooting-
here, and I will admit that would be confusing.
I thought you were shooting a Papa Meat video,
Sure.
and like there was some bit where you have Nickelodeon slime on you or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay,
Something.
whatever. So I said, "LMAO, I can Uber." So I do that, and once again, I walk. Oh yeah, here's me walking up the driveway at 3:58 p.m. After I got over an hour later, I'm walking in.
It's been a cool
and
hour.
I say, "Are y'all in the studio?" Once again, no one gives me any heads up. And
A goop
Harry
suit.
says, "Are you outside? I'll come get you." And then once again, walk into a room, and I'm surrounded.
You know what? I'm at fault. I'm at fault.
And then he steps away from the set, walks over to me, and the first thing he says to me is, "Look who decided to show up."
I forgot about that. You know what? That was rude. Is what that was. That was rude. And obviously there has to be some kind of payback. And you know what I'll do? Whenever I go out to visit you next time, I'm not going to ask for a ride. And I'll tell you what I'll do too. I will literally film myself sitting in an airport for an hour. I will do that for you.
Thank you.
I will do that, and then I'll say we're even, and then I'll take an Uber wherever I need to go.
But it can't be the next trip. It has to be randomly. One trip you're going to land, and I'm just not going to say anything.
Okay,
And you're like, "This is that trip."
I'll take it. That'll be the thing I'll do.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's not fair though, because you never respond to texts anyways. How many times have I texted you, sir?
No. That's completely different.
Okay.
That's different because...
Well, how would I know?
That's because you text me out of the blue, and whenever I'm working during the day...
Am I supposed to schedule my text?
No. My point is I set my phone away so I don't get distracted. I'm real bad about picking up
so
my
you'll
phone
say
and scrolling.
because you know that I'm showing up that you'll be looking at it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
Because once again, I had said 2 days prior, Thursday at 3 p.m.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I was in the wrong. I'll be the big man. I'll take the high road. I'll admit I'm wrong. I was wrong. I was a bad boy. I should have been the goop suit. Should have reconsidered this. Could have even probably pushed this a week. Probably. I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't want you to look, this all would have been mediated with a, "Hey, can you Uber?"
Absolutely. Shouldn't have had the hands on. Shouldn't have had the goop on me.
No.
It's very Alfred Hitchcock-esque, I would say. You show the bomb under the table, who's going to ignite it?
Which movie's that?
No, it's not like a movie. It's just, it's a thing. It's a situation that he had, you know? It's like, it's all about suspense and tension. You want to rise the tension. It's better to see a bomb under a table and know that there's the people that are at the table don't know it's there. It's a classic thing from film school.
What movie?
Okay, well, it's not a... I'm just going to keep going.
While searching Bill's house, the police found one of his daughters hanging by the neck from the ceiling in the attic. Well, that's not good. She was only 2 months old.
Is something funny, Hunter?
The baby was swinging in the attic, attached to the ceiling fan at the highest speed. So I just imagine it's like around the deal.
Just going so fast.
They're like, Jesus Christ!
Okay, audience. The reason this is funny is because it's so over the top.
Also, I like how they show a full picture of the baby, but they're like, we're not going to show its very human eyes. We can't let people know the whereabouts of this baby. I've seen that baby on the street before.
It's a protected person, but just like the black bar of the eyes.
He showed a full picture of the dad, but we cannot let people know the identity of this baby. The baby was being flung 50 miles an hour on an industrial fan in the ceiling.
Thanks for waste stocks, 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 for waste.
I am a whore. My pussy is absolutely tingling.